What is up? Welcome back to another episode of our My Team series. Today we are at Hungary. Now last time, we didn't score any points. P15 around Britain. Now, instant. 3 wide to cops kind of ruined our race. We clawed back. We actually finished one place off of... We actually finished a place... I think we had that collision when we were P15. We were never getting points. Perez, who was the last in that train, was so far ahead of us. So he was already 4 seconds down the road by the time we had the accident. Oh no, a good race. The clawback is kind of a realistic position anyways. We're here for Hungary, a chassis and downforce track. And we don't have either of them. As you can see, all the facilities are back. We're out of administration. Technically, we're still in it. Can't do much. We're able to purchase upgrades to kind of keep the car competitive so we can stay fighting. We're not allowed to... We can't upgrade any specs until afterwards. We don't even have the money to do it anyways. Makes no difference. I believe the contracts are coming up next race week, which will be Belgium, I believe. We're going to go through here. And we're going to finally, after a full season, purchase this 0 resource point engine. And I was debating between this and another engine. I don't think we need chassis. Like, bear in mind that is probably where McLaren, Red Bull, and Ferrari are going to be for the rest of the time for chassis. But I am going to upgrade this. I'm going to do the drag reduction, which will come after Belgium, which is A-OK, because we are making sure we don't have parts in for this race week. It's the final one where we have limited time to get resource points and limited time to do on-track practice. From Belgium on, when we get our new teammate, we are allowed to go back to what we used to do. All the restrictions will be upheld. And I've been having a look, and I think I already know who I'm going to sign. And no, it's not Tail Project because we don't have enough money. It's actually going to be Oliver Behrman, a 78 overall driver. Albon with the stuff goes to a 93. With the performance gaining, it should be perfectly fine. Behrman will jump up to an 80 rated driver. We will be fine. Again, we're unrealistic rivals. Thank you, marketing team. Thank you for trying to choose me to have a really bad rival. Now, you may have said no upgrades. Durability upgrade. That was purchased before its facility shut down.
They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
So yeah, let's head into Hungary. See how we can qualify around there. Alright, time for Hungary. Qualifying. Dry qualifying. A wet to dry race. How fun. A track I struggled at. Season 1. We didn't do Season 2. Back for Season 3. And it gives us a wet race. Qualifying is going to be a struggle around here. We aren't even into the 113s. This is going to be a very can't wait no more. Right, second lap and final lap of this qualifying session around Hungary. Let's see, can we improve in P20? A lot better through there. tenth and a half up pretty much. Fastest of anyone for Sector 1. We can nail Sector 1. It's just the final couple of sectors we cannot nail. Brake earlier. Hit the inside curb. That's a lot better through there. Fourth gear. Keep it in fourth. Curb. Just nick that outside curb. Almost lose it. A little bit too much of that curb. 6 tenths up. Just have to nick the curbs around here. Avoid this one. Try and put the power on as quickly as you can. Full throttle across the line. 8 tenth improvement. P7. Now we just need to wait and see where we are going to end up. In just a second. That looks like P13. So 1 place improvement from Britain to Hungary. So we're consistent. But can we improve instead of going back 1 place like we did in Britain as well?
For the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
So in my head, I don't know the order of the table, but in my head it looks like only Leclerc improved their lap time? I think Perez did slightly. But yeah. Top 10 all in the 112. Then you have the second class of cars, the bottom 5, the bottom 6 teams, who are just that little bit further away than the top cars. And yeah. Albon, not bad. 20th again, but our car isn't the greatest. Let's see what we can do in a wet start around the Hungaroring.
How our starting grid looks like for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Norris, Hamilton, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Goose, Sonoda, Magnussen, Hauger, Teo Pourchaire, Joe, Gasly, Albon, Sargent, and Kushmaini. Which of these talents? And alongside me for this.
With this being a high downforce circuit, we're not going to have quite the same top speed we have at other tracks. The good news is, though, it's going to make our DRS even more effective than normal. So try to make the most of it during the race and quali if you can.
Okay, thank you, Mark. We're going to overfill like hell. I might consider doing this strategy. It says it's going to be dry at the final. Because there's 5, you'd have to assume the final 5 to 6 laps. We're not certain. We'll stick on the 1 stop. Enters to enters. Then in a wet Hungaroring, we start P13. And we get underway quite well. We don't go forward, though we don't go backwards. Gonna make sure. Keep it clean. There's no Bottas today. We're going to get a lovely outswing. We're up to P12. Tap Ocon, who closes the door on us. Not the greatest, but we're up a place. We got Yuki Tsunoda in the Williams directly behind us. Not much is going on here, folks, but the rain is actually closer to ending than we did think. We've got about 10-ish minutes of this rain. Which is honestly quite nice. I think the quicker we get on dry tires, the quicker I'll be. Also means there's no point in pitting. Lap 11 or 12. 5 minutes now. 10 minutes a lap ago. So there's actually closer to ending before the race started to get past. Russell again sets another fastest lap, but Sainz beats it this time. We're 5/10 slower. I think we're gonna go for it. Have the braking distance. We have the inside line, and we have the position. Up to P11. Now, we can sit and wait for this rain to end. Looking up to the circuit now. Hamilton's going to try and move on Stroll. Can't. We are going to take the opportunity to go down the inside. And we are now one behind Stroll. Yellow flags up ahead. Actually up behind. And it's Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton. Ow. And I'm gonna have to say it again. I think that's like the 4th or 5th. Mercedes power failures. Also, 5 minutes, so it ticked under the 10-minute. And a virtual safety car is out because of Hamilton's dangerous park. It's gonna get drier and drier. We're gonna take the risk. The rain stopped literally halfway through Sector 2. We're gonna take this risk, but I think this will pay off because I think it will get dry enough. Hopefully, by the time they get around halfway through Sector 2. We're going hard to the end of the race. Perfect pit stop. Let's go for it. Now. It's now, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a couple laps. We've lost about 4 seconds. But I think now is actually time for dries. Oh, there's an accident miles up ahead of the road. And a safety car is being released. Guan Yu Zhou's went hards. Because of that, we would have been ahead of Guan Yu Zhou. Alright, couple cars coming out. Carlos Sainz, we're ahead of. Ooh. I'm going to take a quick look at the race director. So, Nico Hulkenberg has massively been helped. If we stayed, we would have been ahead of Nico Hulkenberg. We'd been sitting P7, but we took the risk way too early. We have Guan Yu Zhou. We're 6th on the road currently. We have made the right call. We're 6th. And our teammate would be 4 places down in 10th. Out of the top 8 have to pit for dries. Nico Hulkenberg, I kid you not, is leading this race. We get underway. We're gonna try a huge send. Guan Yu Zhou. Make contact. My bad. But I want to get through. I just want to have a car in between me and Sainz. P5. 10 points we need to get another sponsor. Sainz is now actually fully behind us. We're gonna burn. You can see we don't have engine power. Sainz is gonna most likely get us, slams into us. We'll hold him off for one more lap. But we are not quick enough. Too used to it being inters on hards. Made a mistake. Just gonna let Sainz through. Not what we wanted. Tiny mistake. And Sainz seizes his opportunity with 4 laps to go. Claire's checked out. We will grab the place back. Leclerc, Russell, Perez is your top 3. We couldn't get Nico. We don't have the pace. His car's been sliding all over the place. I think we've just been pushing a wee bit too much. More than what we should have. Russell takes the fastest lap. But we, on the death of it, are coming through with P5 and P9. Woohoo! Double points.
And it's Monaco go for Charles Leclerc.
As Crofty says, the worst
And win.
thing possible.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans.
But we have
We
just
wrap up another weekend of motorsport action, but with more races lined up. Be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
obviously Carlos could have went quicker. I defend from him. When you look at the fastest lap, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There was 15 people faster than us. And we only finished behind 4 of those people. I count Carlos Sainz as being one of them, because he would have went faster if I wasn't blocking him. So we've done a stellar job to hold out. You look at it, Verstappen and all actually caught us, because everyone was going so slow and so fighting each other. It was such a drawn out, but that just shows how quick everyone is. And yeah, so I'll have a look at the standings because we did not do it last episode. Russell has a 46-point lead on Norris and Leclerc. We are 1 point behind Hamilton in 4th somehow. Albon's in 11th, doing a good job. Constructors, we are 5th. And frankly, I think 5th is probably the best result we're going to have, unless Aston pulls something miracle out of the bag and we get 6th. Yeah, RB go up to 8th because of Hulkenberg's P4 heroics. Alpine stay ahead because of Gasly's heroics getting P7. Sauber stay at the bottom. Even with the 5 points, I don't think Sauber actually... Sauber's 10th, Haas is 11th. All in all, not bad. But if you did enjoy today's episode of a wet to dry race where we made a bad call to pit early, but the safety car made up for it, and we'll see you next time where we'll be signing a new contract with a new driver. And not to really say anything, I already know who it is, but I'll see yous when we make that choice next time. Peace.